mean, pay attention to what you've done.
She's crying. She's
I don't think I've seen Sandy as a child. I would say from 9-year-old, snooker took over Sandy's world.
I was just like a knockabout kid in Belfast, and most kids at school used to stop into the billiard hall at lunchtime, you know, because school food wasn't that clever, so it was a Mars bar and a Coca-Cola and a game of snooker. As soon as school was finished, I would play a solid 4 hours. I mean, my sisters used to come up to the snooker club and pull me out and say, your tea's ready, you've got to go down and have your tea. But I'd gulp my tea down and I'd be back up to play again.
As a youngster, Higgins left Belfast for England to become a jockey. He grew too big and says he wouldn't have made it anyway. Instead, Alex moved to Accrington in Lancashire to find the centre of the snooker scene. There he caught the eye of bingo promoter John McLaughlin.
When I first met him, frankly, he was really in a mess.
Under the eye, 287, 27.
His clothing was in a shabby state, he had holes in his socks. He was through to the blacking on his shoes. And he was just in a general mess. Apart from being carried away with his snooker ability, he was really in despair.
Well, I heard about him from John McLaughlin and Jack Leeming, friends of mine, the bingo proprietors, and they kept coming to me and saying, you want to see this guy that's wandered into the old post office billiard hall with a billiard cue and a meat pie in his hand, and that's all he had, and they said, it's magic. And I didn't take a lot of notice at first.
You could call that the luck of the Irish,
But when I went down, it was true, it was magic. I've never seen anything like it. He was so fast then. I know this sounds strange, but he was so fast then. It had made Jimmy White look like a tortoise.
35.
And it was this speed of play that prompted John McLaughlin to dub him the Hurricane.
Well, what does hurricane mean? It just means tornado, like, or what have you. But I mean, Alexander the Great was a person in history, and I wanted to be sort of remembered, you know, because there's no doubt about it, I'm the greatest at present, and probably for as long as I want to be. So that's probably why I want to be Alexander the Great.
Using his ability and the management help of 3 friends, Dennis Broderick, John McLaughlin and Jack Leeming, money started to come easy for Alex. But could he handle it?
Most of the money he was receiving went on horses, and if it wasn't on the horses, perhaps he spent a bit more on drink. He had just the 3 vices: gambling, drinking and women.
Bloody Mary.
And it would be 1 o'clock in the morning when I dropped him off, and at 9 o'clock in the morning after, he would have nothing. So I didn't use the... I thought, well, where's it gone between that, but it had gone.
You didn't dare ask?
No. No. He could spend it. He could spend it very fast.
What's that a ton?
What would you use this money for now, one today? It's over £300.
I'll go into the Yorkshire Bank. It'll be invested, you know. And off the investment, you see, I'll have another bet off the investment. But apart from that, you see, it's only a pleasure, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetheart, all right?
Word about Alex's crowd-pleasing style soon spread, and he was being booked to play exhibitions near and far.
If they clapped and cheered, Alex would stop all night. I used to have to bring him home at times, say, you've played 13 frames, Alex, let's go. Well, they want some more, and this is why he was the People's Champion.
Alex knew he was too good for the amateur championships and chose to enter the World Professional Championship instead. At his first attempt, he made it to the final, where he faced world #1, John Spencer.
It was very tight. It went afternoon and night. There wasn't a frame between them up till Thursday. And then Alex won 1 complete session, had one of his magic periods, and he won a complete session of 6 frames in the afternoon. And to anybody who'd been watching, when a match had been only 1 frame between 2 people all week, and then on the Thursday, somebody, you know it's over with then. And so did John, in my opinion, knew it was over with.
Well, actually at this moment I think I'm in a bit of a daze, although I think I'm just starting to come out of it, you know, and realise that I'm the world champion.
Going to the table on Saturday night, what were your feelings? He attacked towards the end of this match.
No, he didn't actually. He attacked about. He didn't. He just played the same game, as cautious sort of a game. John Spencer is not an attacking player anymore.
And after that, everybody wanted to watch Alex Higgins. The people either hated him or loved him. So his effect was enormous. I mean, he was the driving force.
Alex's flamboyance set him apart from other snooker players, and the press made him into a celebrity of sorts. He was saddled with the reputation of being emotional, quick-tempered, and a hard drinker.
I was born with a very fast approach to snooker, but equally, I was also born with a short fuse. So really, if fair be fair, I think I've been nicer to the majority of people as against being sort of nasty to people.
And then Alex appeared. And I didn't know him from Adam. I mean, you know, 15, 16, 17 years ago, the cover of television wasn't as purposeful as it is nowadays. And I saw what I assumed to be this huge, great wine bar walking down the corridor, doing this at 108 miles an hour with this huge, great papier-mâché covered wine bottle. He then stuck it on my new snooker table and then began to fire balls into it in all sorts of different directions. And I thought, there is somebody that I must believe in. And then after that, I have. And then after that, then everything has become so much alive for his idiocy.
It does get a bit lonely. It's very glamorous when you're playing in front of 300 or 400 people, but it's when the exhibition's over and you go back to your hotel room and you sit there and have a couple of drinks, and it's usually alone. You sit there, you know, and you get up the next day and then you start travelling to the next place, you know. And sometimes you feel just like a sort of freight travelling around the circuit.